The 31st of July, 2016 year. A new mobile game called Chief Face Bank has appeared in the Turkish App Store. In the game you control your own farm, cows, chickens, goats. But the Chief Face Bank is much more. It's not just a game, it's connected to the real world. You can buy virtual animals with your own money. Real animal products, such as eggs and butter, are even sold in special stores in your area. With Chief Bank, you can not only pass the time, but also earn real money and support farmers. Does it sound too good to be true? That's right. This harmless-looking young man is the main inspirer of the mobile phone game. He deceived an entire nation, more than 100,000 people, and earned 80 million euros. Where is he now, and how did he manage it?
Çiftlik bank oley, para kaynağın çiftlik bank oley, koskocaman istihdam oley, çiftlik bank istikrar oley, çiftlik bank oley, çiftlik bank istikrar oley.
Mehmet Aydin grew up in Bursa, a large city in northwestern Turkey. He comes from a modest family. His family doesn't have much money, so in his teens, he drops out of school and earns a living as a waiter and washing dishes. His dream is to become a rapper.
Bir korsanım kaybetme, korktuğum hazinemsin, insanlığı katlederim, ulaşmak için sana.
But he did not achieve much success. On the Turkish rap scene, he meets an online game designer. They become friends. Aydin is a fan of the Farmville game on Facebook. In the 2016 year, he and a new friend are developing a copy of the farm simulator in their basement apartment. Bank Çiftlik. The game turned out to be quite successful. In just 8 months, there were more than 50,000 active players. The principle of the game is simple: you create your own farm and manage it. The currency in this game is gold, with which you buy animals, chickens, goats, cows or bees. In turn, you earn gold by selling honey, eggs or milk of your animals. You can use the resulting profit to buy new animals and so on. You can also buy gold currency for real money and use it to manage your farm. However, this is not a cheap model of pay-to-win. If things are going well on your farm, and you earn a lot of gold, you can convert your virtual profits back into real money. Aydin has an innovative idea. The money that players invest in the Çiftlik Bank is invested in real farms. The profits from this animal childhood are then returned to the players. Thus, Çiftlik Bank is a hybrid of a crowdfunding video game platform for investing in Turkish agriculture. Currently, such investments are in great demand. Turkey's agricultural sector is weakening under the influence of many factors. The country is forced to import more and more products. Thanks to the Bank of Çiftlik, many suddenly had the opportunity to support the domestic agricultural industry. At the beginning of the 2017 year, Aydin opened his first 2 farms near Bursa. He organizes the opening ceremonies. The celebrations are attended by the district governor and the mayor. Aydin always appears at these events as a star. Several bodyguards protect the successful founder from his fans. Influential people have been supporting Aydin's project from the very beginning. For example, Turkish actor Mehmet Civic is being filmed in this advertisement.
Ve asla yorulma.
He also works as a spokesperson for Çiftlik Bank. During the same year, more than 100 such supermarkets appear all over the country. In them, you can buy the products of farms of the Çiftlik Bank. Here, for example, you can see cheese, honey and sausage with the logo of the game. Çiftlik Bank players receive 5% of their winnings in the form of vouchers for these supermarkets. You can select the desired products in the game and then pick them up at the nearest store. The rest of the winnings are real money. One player, for example, bought 3 virtual hives for the equivalent of about 3,700 euros. He earns 740 euros a month from his bees. A year later, the online beekeeper made a profit of more than 5,000 euros. At peak times, more than 500,000 people play Çiftlik Bank. More than 130,000 invest real money. Some of them take out large loans for this. In total, the game receives 280 million euros. At the moment, investors do not understand that Çiftlik Bank is a giant scam, a pyramid scheme. Mehmet Aydin is a fraudster. Although the products in the franchise stores have the logos of the game, they do not originate from the farms of the Çiftlik Bank. Alibi enterprises are mostly inactive and serve only as a cover. However, players are always paid their winnings on time at the very beginning. Aiden's pyramid scheme works only as long as it grows and more new players join it. This money is then paid out to existing players as winnings. In addition to thoughtful marketing, of course, there are commissions for attracting new players. But at the end of the 2017, just a year and a half after the launch of the App Store game, the situation got out of control. The Turkish Financial Supervision Authority found out about Çiftlik Bank thanks to complaints from players on social networks. They were especially skeptical about the situation when they saw that the bank accounts of Çiftlik Bank were managed in the name of a company dealing with mailboxes in northern Cyprus. The Ministry of Customs and Trade has been instructed to audit the company's finances. Aiden understands that he will not be able to support his fraud for a long time. In December 2017 year, he unexpectedly sells his shares. A month later, it is announced that new players are no longer accepted. In addition, money will no longer be paid. After complaints, the banks allegedly refused to work with Aiden's company. Several angry players are demanding their money back. Some of them have invested their savings, believing that they will make a real profit and do something good for their country. In March 2018 year, everything became official. The authorities establish that the Bank of the Çiftlik is a fraudulent scheme. A criminal investigation begins. An arrest warrant is issued for Mehmet Aydin and some of his employees, but there is no trace of Aydin. Interpol puts him on the red list. His exact location is urgently wanted. It soon turns out that Aydin has fled to Uruguay, but in fact, he is not hiding. He is noticed on the street in his Ferrari. He posts this video. This is his yacht. Even before his escape, Aydin was having fun with stolen money. According to his former bodyguard, he regularly gambled at casinos in northern Cyprus and threw wild parties there. It seems that in South America, he just continued to lead the same lifestyle as if nothing had happened. The scam has been covered in the Turkish media for months. Enraged players storm one of the farms and want to load the animals on trucks. Aydin exposed himself as a victim and blamed the Turkish state. The state has confiscated his company's assets, so he can't pay off the players. His former advertising partners are diligently asking for forgiveness from the Turkish population. Here is the actor Civic apologizing on the phone in one of the Turkish news programs. Then everything gradually quiets down around Aydin. In January 2020 year, private detectives find out that he is probably hiding in Brazil. And a year and a half later, Aydin finally surrenders to the Turkish consulate of Sao Paulo. He is arrested and sent by plane to Turkey 2 days later. In Istanbul, he is greeted by a crowd of journalists. After a while, he appears before the judge. Mehmet Aydin and his accomplices face very long prison terms. And by very long, I mean a very, very long time. Aydin faces a prison sentence of 89,000 years. His Ferrari and yacht were confiscated by the Uruguayan authorities. He fled Turkey with almost 80 million euros. He returned with only $13. It is absolutely absurd how Mehmet and Dane were able to embezzle hundreds of millions of euros in such a short period of time. At the same time, no one questioned his rather unconventional business model. A whole nation believed in the innovative idea of this young, innocent-looking man. While playing the game, support your favorite agriculture with your homeland and earn money at the same time. A tempting offer that many people blindly believed.